Greetings and salutations from Key West, or as today it is saturations from Key West. It's a rainy day here and it gave me an opportunity to do this video. Over the years, a lot of folks have asked me, "Hey Chris, how do you play that song, The Beach That You Are? I really love to play it." So instead of explaining to them what to do, I figured it's a lot easier if I make a video, because then you get to see what I'm doing and all that, and I can explain it voice over, via voice to somebody, as opposed to writing things down. And sometimes that makes sense, sometimes it's more difficult to decipher, particularly for a rudimentary player who may not know a lot of the chords that we're going to be playing. Don't be intimidated by the chords. You'll hear the names and you'll say, "Oh my gosh, what's that?" Not hard to play, and it'll just, they're really simple to play. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so what we have here, we're in the key of A, and see, that's the way the song is. The reason we're going to do this in the bar chord is because the song sounds like crap in the first position. One of the things about the beach is it's a beautiful day. The sun's shining, everything's bright, and you get that bright sound on the high strings. So, we're trying to achieve a sunny sound of a beautiful day musically. So we can't be doing the low thing, it's not working. We can use that for something else at another time, another song. But in any case, for this song, that's what we're doing. So you have to play it up on the bar chords. We're the A bar chord. It's just your basic E formation bar chord, which, don't be intimidated by that. If you're intimidated by that, you're not going to make it through the song, because that's the main chord. In any case, we have the A and then the A6. An A6, very easy to do. What you do is, with your A bar chord, take your pinky, put it on your B string, okay? So you're going to have a sound like this. There you go. A6, that's it. A6. Next chord might be a chord that you may not know. It's called an E ninth. What's an E ninth? Okay, really simple. The sound can be intimidating, but it's a simple chord to play. The way I play it is I'll take my pinky and lay it across, in this case, for the E ninth, it's going to be the 7th fret. Okay, and then I put my my ring finger on top of it to reinforce it and give extra pressure. A lot of people just do it with their ring finger. Okay, you can do whatever's comfortable for you. For me, this is better because it actually shifts my whole hand into a different position from the other one, and for me it's much more comfortable, much more easy to go from one to another. But that's me. Everyone's different, so the other one might be good. But you want to get those 3 notes. All right, and then take your index finger and go on the D string, which is the next one, 1 fret behind, and then your expression finger back on the same fret, on that 7th fret, on the A string. There you go. So we have, doing that up to that point in the progression, it's okay. Then the next, it's going to go back to the A6, and then it's going to go to an E7. Now, a lot of people know an E7 down here, so how do you bring it up? No, that's not going to work. So what you do, everyone knows the C7th. We're not going to do the C7th, but we're going to take that same formation of strings, put it on the 7th fret, and there's an E7th, okay? So, okay, so let's just go over that one little piece there that we just did. A, A6, E9, A, A6, E7, A, A6, E9, A, A6, E7. Okay? So practice that. It's also, this section of the song is in what they call, it's in like an Afro-Cuban rhythm. Again, we're going for a tropical sound. We've got the sunny day going. We could have some guy playing congas on this thing and fit perfectly, So that's again what we're doing is we're matching a musical sound with the theme of the music. Okay. From there, after you do the lines in the verse, it walks down towards the end of the verse, and it'll go C sharp 7th. How do you play C sharp 7th? Really simple. Just take your C 7th and move it up 1 fret. Easy enough. The only thing you don't want to do is stay away from the 2 open E strings, because they're in a different key than the C sharp 7th. Works fine with the C, but when you're in the C sharp 7th and you have the E, sounds like shit. So just hit the middle strings. Next chord is an F sharp minor 7th, and there's a couple of different ways of playing this. You can use either your pinky or your ring finger. I alternate depending on where I'm coming from and what I'm thinking. But what you're doing is you're laying your index finger across the whole fretboard, okay? And take your ring finger or your pinky and put it on your A string 2 frets up from your index finger. There's an F sharp minor 7th. Okay, easy chord to play. Next chord is a B minor 7th, and most people know the B minor 7th right there. I came up with this chord about 12-15 years ago, and I just thought it sounded so beautiful that I use that instead of the one that I just showed you. It's very simple to play, but has a very beautiful sound. And what it is, basically, if you know a B 7th, take your index finger off. You just lower the 3rd, and therefore now you have a minor. Okay, easy enough. If you're not familiar with it, it's a fun chord to describe, because what it is it's down, open, down, open, down. As far as your fingerings, everything's on the 3 fingers you use are going to be on the 2nd fret, and your E string, you have your pinky on. Your B string is open. Your G string, you have your index finger on. Your D string is open. Your A string, 2nd fret. So there you go. Doesn't that sound beautiful? Sounds like that sunny day we're looking for, you know? You just see the sun shining and everything. On the beach, it's beautiful. Okay. Next chord, D 7th. Everyone knows a D 7th. Carpe diem, seize the day, then to E. Now, you can do one of 2 things on this portion. You can either hit an E, if that'll work fine. Okay, what I do is I hit what they call an E5, which again, it doesn't have the 3rd in it. And what I'm doing is, because when I made the CD, we had so many instruments on it, and I feel I have to compensate a little bit for myself. So what I do to make that portion a little bit more interesting is I hit an E5, which in this case I'm only using the low 3 strings. I'm using the D, the A, and the E. And the D and the A I have fretted at the 2nd fret. The E string is open. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I'll bounce back and forth on the 4th fret with my pinky between the E string and the A string. Like that. But if you want it, you can do that if you want to. So either way works. All right, and then you're back up, just taking it from there. Back to the regular progression. And again, this is that Afro-Cuban thing. Okay, so that's how that portion goes. Now, again, it goes through that. When it goes to the bridge changes. As I said, the genre of the first part of the song is Afro-Cuban. When it goes to the bridge, it's textbook Motown. The chords we're going to use a conventional. Remember before we had that nice ringing one, that B minor 7th? Now we're going to go to a conventional B minor 7th. Okay? And then we're going to go to a C sharp minor 7th. C sharp minor 7th. Same exact thing as your B minor 7th. 2 frets up. Then I go to a D. And then I go to that E5. You could also go to an E. Alright? So it's stand by the window of the phone and be talking. There's an E. Off of that computer and then on my way. So that's how I'm playing it the 2nd time. Alright? But after that, the beginning. I'm going to the beach. It's a sunny day and I'm on my way, and I love to feel the heat. See palm trees and coconuts hit the sand in my feet, and life just don't get better while perfectly sees the day. Now don't stand by the window on the phone, be talking. Get off of that computer and stay on my way. Time's a wasted, life's new pleasures, then start walking. Out the door, get on my bike, be on my way. That's it. I'll do the live ending here for you. It's just different than radio. The beach. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time with probably show you how to play some other one of my crazy songs. Thank you. All the best from Key West.